which is a little bit sad for the international community, and I also think it's kind of unfair. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I recorded a English Flyff video or an English video in general, so I try my best to not make as many mistakes as possible. And I'm also doing this video mainly because it was requested quite a lot. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I would do it, but I'm pretty late anyways. Because the topic of the day, or 5 days ago it was the topic of the day, is Flyff Universe and their first official announcement, as well as their announcement as Flyff Universe, because that wasn't clear before last week, and they came out with the statement on several social media pages: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and I think that's pretty much it, and announced that the game will be named Flyff Universe. There were some rumors beforehand that they might chose the name Flyff Universe, but those, as I already said, were only rumors. So what is this announcement all about? Basically, they just announced that the Southeast Asia server will be the first server to launch in Flyff Universe, which also means there won't be a global release for the game. So that means the first server will be the Southeast Asia server. Maybe all other servers will come at the same time after that, so like a few weeks or months later they will release completely globally when they tested out the server. When they tested out the game on the Southeast Asia server, and maybe also fixed some minor problems which could be happening after the release. And they also just announced, not a release date or anything, they only announced a pre-registration phase, but also without a date. So let's just read quickly the announcement and then we can talk a little bit more about the information. Dear players, the time has come. Gala Lab is happy to reveal its new cross-platform 3D MMORPG, Flyff Universe. You will soon be able to enjoy the best of your childhood game. Flyff Universe returns to the origins that made the success of Flyff Online, with a high-quality gaming experience that you can play on your PC, Mac, tablet or phone. New to Flyff? Welcome! Join our great community and experience a colorful gaming world filled with modern features. The game will receive frequent updates and new content from an attentive and experienced team of developers who listen to their community. Flyff is something for everyone. Take on powerful bosses with your guild, complete quests and earn rewards, meet new friends and become the richest in Madrigal. And for those who enjoy battling other players, prove you're the strongest in our open world arena. Pre-registration will open in a few weeks for the Southeast Asia server. Then they dropped their social media links, as I already mentioned in the beginning: Discord, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also a Facebook group, that's the one I forgot about. Flyff Universe is a web 3D game published by Gala Lab Corp, developer of Flyff PC and Flyff Legacy. The game is free to play with optional in-game purchases. Servers will not be restricted by IP. Let's go over that information another time, this time a little bit more detailed. So in the first part of the announcement they just told us that the game will be known as Flyff Universe, which we already know by now. Then they say that they are going to focus on the origins of Flyff PC, which we already also know because the game will be launched as the V7 version with a lot of adjustments, but still the ground or the base of the game is V7. So that's nothing really new to us, but still that's from the announcement. And the next part of the announcement is pretty much only to mock the old developers a little bit. I mean, I'm not entirely sure about that, but I read it as that because this whole sentence is like, I don't know, it's very, not really passive aggressive, but it's, I don't know, it says a lot without really saying a lot. The game will receive frequent updates and new content from an attentive and experienced team of developers who listen to their community, which is like quite the opposite of the current development of the game or the development of the game as it has always been, because yes, they listened to their community back in the day, and also in the last couple of years they already also improved things that the community really wanted. They updated the Guild War, or the Guild Siege in English, several times, addressing like player concerns about rewards and stuff like that. But I mean, it's not to the extent that you really want it to be, that the developer really goes out of their way and says like, yeah, we can do that, we can do this, without the community letting them know. So you can't really say that Gala is an attentive and experienced probably, but they aren't really attentive, and yes, they listen to the community sometimes, but I mean, there was a petition in 2021, I think, where a lot of people from the German Flyff server were gathering, and also the English, I think it was all Flyff servers actually. So basically we gathered ideas and concerns from all of the communities, and then we made a voting about the urgency of some stuff, and then we gave that I don't know how you can say, these community concerns and ideas and stuff to the developer, and not much has happened, to be honest. I mean, most parts have been completely ignored until now. I mean, there's V22 coming up, so it could be that some of those concerns and some of those ideas may be in V22. We don't know that. It could actually be. If that happens, then I take anything back I'm saying right now. But up until this point, Gala Lab isn't really known for attentive listening to the community. So yeah, I think this sentence is just mocking Gala for not being what Sneeju Technologies will be. At least that's what they're saying. Then the next part is pretty irrelevant. It's just like a small description of Flyff that's not really that interesting for people who already played the game. The next part is what I said in the beginning as well. Pre-registration will open in a few weeks for the Southeast Asia server. So from this sentence we can gather the information that pre-registration on the Southeast Asia server will start in a few weeks. Means that the Southeast Asia server will be the only server first launching, so it will be the first in the world and the only one in the world for a while, which is a little bit sad for the international community. And I also think it's kind of unfair, because I'm pretty sure right now the West, so America and Europe, have a way stronger player base than Korea and the Philippines, which are the only two real popular Asian servers. I mean, there's the Chinese version and also the relaunched Taiwan version. I don't know how populated those servers are, because it's very hard to get on those without having a very good VPN and also knowing the Chinese language. But even if those are very populated, I think it's a little bit unfair, because the West is holding onto the game so strongly. I mean, we have a really good community, a really strong community. With every update, with every big thing happening in Flyff, there are tons of players coming back into the game. Maybe they're just staying for a few weeks or months most of the time, but still, whenever something big's happening, so many people come back to the game, which just shows how many people are still interested in the game and maybe are just waiting for something new to happen. And yes, the Philippine server, the Playpark servers are big, I'm not denying that, but the Korean server, and that has been proved by several players in the past years, is not really populated. And of course, Southeast Asia, I mean, Korea, I don't know, it's not really Southeast Asia, but I don't think there will be a Korea-only server, just because the Korean population of the game is just not there. I mean, Germany, France, and North America, those are the big three, or Central Europe better said, those are the big three countries in the West, and those are the big three countries, or regions rather, that are still holding up the game. If those three regions wouldn't exist, maybe Playpark hadn't even gotten the chance to relaunch back in 2018, because the game would have already been dead by that time. And maybe they would have just given up on it. So I think it's a little bit unfair, and yeah. That's just my opinion. Although the developers already said that it won't take too long until the other servers will launch. So if the Southeast Asia server, just for example, will launch at the 1st of July, for example, I think we can expect the others to come like at max 8 weeks, 12 weeks after that, so 1 to 3 months maybe. I mean, it probably won't be that much of a delay for the other servers, but still, even only 1 week is already a little bit unfair. And by that point, I think we can be pretty sure that it will probably be way more than 1 week, because at what reason would they have to launch a server in a certain region earlier than others? And then like only doing it for 1 week and not really fixing any issues and then just starting all other servers. Then they could just start all servers at the same time by default. So I think we have to wait, as I said, 4 to 12 weeks, but probably 8 to 12 weeks. The last interesting part about this whole announcement is the last sentence. Servers will not be restricted by IP. So any one of us can join the Southeast Asia server. It will be completely in English as well, and check out the game. Which is really nice because there won't be another beta, which is a question I get a lot. People asking for closed beta, open beta. There won't be any more betas. It's over. The game will release as it is now. Nobody knows how the game is now because they went silent for several months, and also the game will release in several months, so nobody knows how the game will look like exactly. I mean, they won't change everything, so it probably will be mostly the same, but still there are going to be some changes at least. So we have to wait for the Southeast Asia server to see those changes. And people who are not from Southeast Asia and will have connection problems and stuff like that, so they can't really play there full time, they can at least use the server as a beta server for themselves and just test things, maybe level up a character to, I don't know, level 30 and just check out the early stages of the game, like early questing, which quest is the best and stuff like that. A lot of people already said that they will do that. My problem with that is that sounds like a nice idea, but you have to keep in mind that this is old school Flyff. So you have shitty equipment, and I mean shitty equipment. Shitty equipment. It will be so bad. You won't do any damage. Also, there will be tons of players. I mean, they increased a lot of the spawn rates by a lot. So yeah. But still, when I played back in the second beta, I think, or was it the first? I don't know. In one of those, they already increased the monster spawn rate and it was still not enough. There were so many people, it was just not enough. So I don't know how that will look like. That could be a problem. Probably not if you're not playing on the first 2 or 3 days. I mean, after that, it probably will be a little bit more stretched out to more level areas and stuff like that. But still, it will take some time to just get up to level 20 and 30. I mean, it will take several hours to take on level 20. And I don't know how many hours for 30, 40, 50 and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people are underestimating how much time they have to invest to actually test things like how much damage is the Asal damage. I don't know how to say it in English. It's in German, it's Asal Ralaikum. I don't know, man. I don't know the English terms for most skills. But still, things like that. I mean, it's for level 80. For those of you who don't get what I'm saying, it's the BP level 80 skill, I mean. And to test such things is very hard because you have to get to level 80 first, and that would take forever. It probably takes up to 150, maybe 250 hours of pure game time, or at least 100 hours, that's for sure. I mean, if you pay money for party scrolls and stuff like that, it can be a little bit faster, but still it will take a lot of time, maybe money, and I don't think a lot of people are really that hyped about the game that they spend so much time on a server and maybe money on a server they will probably never play on. That's just my opinion. I mean, sure, they are saying that they're going to do it, but when they realize, okay, I played 50 hours and I'm level 34, I don't know if I really want to go on further. I mean, that's a little bit extreme. I mean, it won't take 50 hours for level 34, but still, you get what I mean. It's just a lot of time you have to invest to actually test a lot of things. I mean, the early stages of the game, sure, there you can test a lot, because, I mean, it doesn't take too long to get to the first job change and stuff like that. But it takes some time, so yeah, I don't know about that. That's pretty much the announcement. Now I want to go over to the Discord channel of Flyff Universe. And why you should check out their Discord is pretty simple. You have all the information you need on one social... is Discord social media? Yeah, maybe, I guess. I don't know. You have all the information you need. You have official announcement, news about the game. You have media, you have votings, you have suggestions, you have FAQ, you have discussion, you have fan art, you have everything pretty much. Also, you have the media channel, which gives you a lot of screenshots of the game, as well as gameplay. This, for example, is the 101 night or 1v1 night gameplay with a two-hand sword. That you can find more gameplay from all other classes, which would pretty much don't fit into this video, because it would just be too much. Maybe I would do a different video on that. I plan on doing one in German in the next couple of days. Maybe I will do one in English as well, but for now you can check them out yourself if you want. But as I already said, it's pretty much, so it probably takes you half an hour to get through everything, or maybe if you rewatch once or twice, then it will take even more. So yeah, but that's the Discord. I would highly recommend to check that out. Another very interesting site is the website galalab.helpshift.com. On this site you can choose Flyff Legacy, you can choose Flyff Legacy, Rapids, or Flyff Universe. Rapids is the mobile version, by the way. And here you have also a small FAQ, which you can most of its contents you can also find on Discord, of course. But whenever there's something really new and you maybe don't want to look what they changed maybe in the Discord, because most of the time in Discord, when there's like new rules or something like that, they would just adjust the post, so you don't really know what's new. On this side you can most of the time see when there's a new article about something. And for example, here's one: can I pre-register in different regions? Yes, if you pre-register on Southeast Asia, you will still be able to pre-register on other regions when they come out. So for people who are concerned for not being able to play on multiple servers, or if they've already pre-registered with one account on Southeast Asia, then they are afraid that they can't sign up to Europe with the same account or something like that. So there's the answer to that question. And as I already mentioned, this will get updated over time. So if there's new important questions that can, or most likely will interest most people or many people, then it will get added here, but as well on the Discord server. So I highly recommend joining the Discord. I myself don't check it every day, just because I have a lot of other things to do. But whenever there's news, or I would recommend to look there like once or twice a week, or maybe once a month, then you should be up to date. But as always, you can just subscribe to my channel, because if there are really any exciting news, I will probably make a video about it, even if it's most likely in German. If there's enough people who are asking for an English video, then I will probably do that too, because I already made English videos and they are quite fun, even though I catch myself making a lot of mistakes. But when you speak 30 minutes in your second language, not in your first language, it's really hard to keep up with all the grammar. And I don't script my videos most of the time, so I'm just improvising pretty much every single sentence. So that's also why I'm not like that fluent, but I also don't have the time to script a 30-minute video every single day, because that would take hours. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the information we got on Flyff Universe right now. I will probably make a follow-up video when, or as soon as pre-registration is live, maybe also a class comparison. And there were also people asking a few months back, because I made like equipment videos in German, of course, about like what is the best or what is the most likely build for 1v1 Blade or AoE Blade or AoE Elementor, or what is AoE Ranger going to wear and stuff like that. So just suggestions, not really like you have to do this, just like I would do it and you should too. Videos like that in that style, and many people asked me to make them in English as well, but because they're already so old and probably outdated when the game comes out, I mean, we don't know for sure what exactly changed, so I can't make new videos without the new information, which is not available yet. But whenever this information is available, I will probably keep you updated with those videos as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope it wasn't too long and my grammar wasn't too bad for you to endure. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and bye bye.